Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Richard with Crypto Loaners, and I'm here with a video for LendConnect. LendConnect is a cryptocurrency lending program similar to BitConnect and Devor. It's a competitor of theirs, and they just started a couple days ago. I got on the ground floor, and I'm, not a financial advisor. Do what you got to do. Don't ever spend more than you can afford to. But this thing seems really, really interesting, especially at least for the first week or two. And I'll explain that in a moment. But just to walk through this site a little bit, it's similar to the other ones. It's fairly new, so it's not as good yet as far as the look and feel. And I know on the roadmap they're looking to expand and make that a bit better. But if you look at right now, it's just the profile referrals and the wallet. They have their own token, the LCT token, which currently they're valuing at $5. I'll get into that in a bit also because that's interesting, where you can potentially make some money at the moment. And currently I'm lending equivalent of $1,400 in their token. The interesting thing about this, and that they don't have a way of transferring money yet in their own platform. That's supposed to happen in the next within the next month, I believe. So what you have to use is Coin Exchange as their current exchange system to convert your cryptocurrency into the LendConnect currency. The interesting thing about that is that there's some value and ability to potentially make some money in just doing that because of what LendConnect is currently offering. So let's see if we can easily find the value and take a look at where LCT is currently trading. Yesterday I was able to pick up LCT. It was probably, I'm gonna say, I picked it up down here. I got kind of lucky, so it's a bit higher right now. I picked it up probably around $3 worth, roughly, give or take, and now it's probably back up to about 360. But they, whatever the price is currently, it's irrelevant to what you transfer into LendConnect. They're going to honor it currently at $5 until they have their exchange themselves working. So even though I transferred in about $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, I then wound up being able to have $1,500 worth of LendConnect token. So instead of $1,000 purchase, I wound up doing a $1,400 purchase, and I held on to some tokens after that. If you're not familiar with Coin Exchange, by the way, they're a bit more tricky and complicated than Binance and some of the other ones. I personally am not a huge fan of theirs. Getting signed up, set up, and getting the trade done was trickier than I would have expected it to be. I'm not going to use this market outside of LendConnect personally. It just seemed too complicated. And also in the end, if you do decide to use them and use this, once your transaction's completed, they'll send you an email to verify and validate the transaction. Don't forget that step, otherwise it's going to sit there and you'll wonder why you didn't get your coins in your wallet for quite some time. Even after that, actually, it took a while to receive the coins into my LendConnect wallet. I'd say it was probably a good 6 hours or so before it popped into there. Maybe 5 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. One other important thing, because again, they don't have a way of covering their exchange yet. You need to transfer in at least 0.005 worth of ETH to cover any transactions. I put in 0.015 just to have some extra just in case, but you need at least 0.005 ETH to put into your account just to handle transaction fees until they have their wallet and everything else set up. So that was getting into this was a small bit of a pain in the butt, but the benefits right now are completely worth it, and here's why. So again, even though the coin currently isn't really worth $5, they're honoring it at $5 temporarily. I think that happens at least until the 21st of January. So if you can get it now at $3, transfer it into the system and buy, your money's going to go a lot further because of that. They offer different plans where they have bonuses at different levels, similar to everyone else. 0.1% at 1,000, and it goes up to 0.3% for over 50,000. They have a slider here. You can pop in how much you want to buy your contract for and hit buy. The minimum is $100. And so now is a good time to get in because you can get more for your money. There's a second reason that it's a great time to get in. The second reason, and here's the contract details for this. The second reason is that between now and the 21st, they're doing something kind of crazy. They're giving you every day 5% bonus, or at least 5% until the 21st. So they started a day or two ago. Unfortunately, I missed the first day, and then yesterday, having it take too long to get into the system, I missed the payout for the day. But you can see it's been 5% these past 2 days that everyone else has gotten. And for 11, if you were able to get in day one, it would be 11 days, which would have been 55% in total that you could have compounded into your investment. The other piece to that is that the contract is what's the best way to describe? When you use something like LendConnect, and you look at your transactions, and you look at your lends, your lending is at, like, every time you reinvest, it starts a new contract. It starts a new lending package. For a small lend, it's interesting and potentially frustrating. So it might be another 299 days for each and every one of these. What LendConnect does is that your one contract is your one contract. So if that expires in 299 days or whatever the case may be, and actually their contracts are a lot slower or a lot smaller in time. If you look, the smallest one's 120 days versus 300 days with the other guys. Your contract folds into there. Your reinvest fold into there. So no matter what, you can get out at that time frame. So that's a great positive there as well. What else is going on here? Like there's just so many positives on this particular system that like I said, I recommend getting it now if you can. Obviously, don't spend more than you can afford to. It's a new platform. Who knows? Maybe in a month it won't be around. I'm hoping it will because it seems really, really good at this point. One of the other positives to them, at least, and what they're claiming, and it'll probably blow other people's minds who've been using LendConnect and Devore, is that they say they're going to offer a minimum, I believe, of 1.5% going up to 5% every day. And what they say they're going to do, basically, instead of what they're claiming that other sites do, is that those sites will offer you 1% on when they're making 5 or 6 or 5 to 7%, and then keeping the rest of that money for themselves and becoming super rich off of it. What they plan to do is they will kind of reverse that, where they will give you the 5% and then they keep the 2%, and they're still going to make a bunch of money. They just want to be more even about the whole system. So again, check out LendConnect. Check out Devore also. They've been pretty good to me as well. But check out LendConnect. I have links below. Subscribe to the video, and thank you guys very much for checking things out.